Louise Watson, you're from Rampersand. What did you think about RiverPitch 2017 Series A? What were your impressions?
I thought the companies were fantastic. It was such great energy in the room and great to see the diversity of ideas and the diversity of sectors being attacked. And, people think of Queensland as kind of the mining state and I think don't realise the interesting innovation that's coming out. So it was really great to see that reflected tonight.
As an investor, how do you approach a day like today? I mean, what's going through your mind?
I'm really just looking to see how they sell their story and how they're talking about their company. We often see a lot of pitch decks and you kind of get a very muted expression of the company there because you don't get to see the people behind it. And, we're very much founder-first investors. We invest in people, not ideas, because it's people that make things happen. So we really like to come out and kind of see people in action and see how they talk about their company and get a sense of them and their team.
Peter Ellis, CEO of River City Labs, RiverPitch Series A 2017, bigger and betterer than ever before. What did you think?
Look, I was really impressed. Well, one, because they were Series A's. We weren't sure how many companies were ready to raise at that level or who would be ready at the right time. So obviously companies are raising all of the time, but whether you can align them to need to raise or at least go out with their pitch at the right time, which is for us, for our event, is another story. So no, the fact that there were 9 really decent ones there, it's awesome.
I guess, well done for a start. And when are you going to start thinking about RiverPitch? What, are we getting another one this year?
There is another one this year actually. It won't be at this scale and it's not for Series A, it's just for the standard raise or early stage. But we have a lot of different types of events for RiverPitch now. I think there's different markets. So we do something else called a showcase where we take 4 startups inside a company. So we take them down to Morgan's, we take them to McCulloch Robinson, they pitch to their partners and special guests. So I think what we're seeing now is it evolve into where it's required in terms of who wants to see what, and we can sort of tailor it a little bit. But there will be more events next year than we did this year. This year we had a move, we had a new venue to go into.
The new digs are incredible.
The new digs are incredible. So yeah, next year I think bigger and better again.
So Series A, they all really know what they're doing and they don't really need a lot of help. But just sometimes they need to frame their thing a little bit differently, like change the story slightly or put it in a different order, and you get really, really good results. And in fact, the one that I'm most proud of is Trevello, because they came through earlier, and they're actually out of the labs. They went through RCL Accelerator. They were okay to start with, but today Ryan just nailed it, and then he nailed the questions. It was just awesome. It was great.
And the questions are a tricky part because you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, well, you kind of do actually.
Okay. Do you coach them in that way?
Yeah, a little bit. So actually, running around before this, I went around and asked them what they think their question's going to be, because they're going to get the question that they don't want. Right. So and you can leave stuff out on purpose. It's called a strategic omission. It's risky, but you can do it. And I've seen it done very well, especially at RiverPitch.
Sean Bassett, Pi Labs, Brisbane investing organisation. So you look at today, what do you think?
Fantastic, yeah. Really good to see. A lot of these pitch events tend to be focused around the seed stage investment. So it's fantastic to come along to something that's Series A and see these companies that are obviously kicking a lot of goals. So,
as a guy from Brisbane, were you impressed that Brisbane had, we had some teams from interstate, but had the calibre of teams who were ready for that Series A funding?
Yeah. I'm constantly impressed by what we see coming out of Brisbane. Australia in general, but to see it happening in Brisbane, it reinforces our decision to operate from Brisbane. It's a fantastic market and there's a lot of guys and girls doing some really good things. So yeah, I thought today was fantastic.
Aaron Birkby, Startup Catalyst. What did you think about today's RiverPitch Series A 2017 event?
I thought it was awesome. I think from 2 perspectives, the quality of the pitches were amazing. Definitely a really high standard, really good to see the Series A stuff happening here in Brisbane, but also just the investors who are in the room, so particularly the interstate investors actually flying in to see what's happening here in Brisbane.
I expect you go to many events like this?
Yes, a lot.
So what makes RiverPitch stand out?
I think for me it's the opportunity that anyone can pitch, so the fact that anyone can apply, There's a lot of investors in the room. There's some serious net worth in the room that's actually actively looking to invest. But also this bit that happens now, so the networking, the random conversations, the introductions. So I've had lots of my own teams that I know, that I work with, come to these events, and what they get out of it is these conversations for introductions, networks, the value add after the event as well.
Okay, Malcolm Thornton, Cisco Ventures. What did you think of today's event?
Yeah, good spread of companies, good maturity. Always good to see the pitchers maturing in the way that they know their business, expect some questions, get them well prepared for the answers, and in general had a good ask as well. I always like to hear the ask.
What's been your involvement though with RiverPitch? Is this your first time or you've been here before?
Yeah, good question. I haven't been for a bit. I've definitely been, I was up at Myriad, amazing event, cornerstone for the community in Brisbane, and brings me international colleagues into town. Those types of things really attract us. The precinct, the site that you guys are set up in, absolute focal point. The clustering is absolutely brilliant. That for me is a go-to place every time I'm in town. And the series of pitches, if that's a chance to get some religion, fantastic. But outside that, I'm still going to go out and try and find great companies to engage with.
Malcolm Thornton, Cisco Ventures. You better go find some great company.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Steve Baxter, you must feel pretty proud right now.
Catherine Feeney, I'm feeling pretty pumped. It's been a fantastic afternoon.
So then describe for me, what do you think a lot of the talk will be around right now?
I think, well, I've had 3 conversations with the people who pitched, and it's all about, okay, tell us more. So this is an intro. There's only so much you can do in like 4 minutes of pitching, 5 minutes of questions. Only so much you can do. Now the process starts. There will be successful investments, but that will take 3 months. So that's just what happens. That's how long it takes. That's the road we're on, and there'll be some great outcomes because of it.
Steve Baxter, thank you so much.
Thanks, Catherine. Fantastic.
And we'll see you at the next one.
Beautiful.